No, don't fucking talk.
Going through the motions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand, guess I'm needing a new plan, yeah. Going through the motions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand, guess I'm needing a new plan, yeah. Ground control, are you hearing me? Lost my way in the galactic sea. Did I fuck up? Or is it an odyssey? All alone on a rock, and this shit is really testing my sanity. I would fucking kill for some damn clarity. If I could smoke my way to answers, I'll assure you I'd be there in a week. All this time of contemplation has got me seeing the deceit. I'd probably fall again, but this time I was sure I kept the receipt. I'm not coming back, I'm leaving a trail of the truth in my past. I know that you're probably not happy with that, but I did the math and you can't stop the people from finding this out. The way you divide and control us with doubt is done with the talk, and it's time that we shout. If we choose to trust you, there's no getting out. If we choose to trust you, there's no getting out. Emotions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand.
No, don't fucking talk.
Going through the motions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand, guess I'm needing a new plan, yeah. Going through the motions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand, guess I'm needing a new plan, yeah. There's no plan B, so it's up to me to make this shit right. I put up a fight, let them know I ain't ghosting. Even if I'm just coasting, I'ma still give it the most. I hope it's enough to beat all of the stuff that's been burning me up. Yeah, I know it's been rough, but I was never destined to fulfill anything but my vision. Picked apart my dreams and manipulated them with precision. You were never happy with the parts of me I love the most. Discarded my intentions to your ends and leaving me a ghost. A husk of who I am, I had to find my way back on my own. Now you're angry that I'm standing up to you and not alone. Well, I got some new friends who know me better than you ever did. Let's settle it. You wanted to mold what you got was a kid. Going through the motions got me feeling like I'm dead, and this restlessness is lately really fucking with my head. Don't know when I'm gonna wake up, could really use a shake up. My life crumble where I stand, guess I'm needing a new plan, yeah. Through the motions, this got me feeling like I'm dead. Emotions, through the motions, it's really fucking with my head, yeah. Hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. We are about to get into some motherfucking Ace Attorney and wrap this case up. We are real close. I think this is the final day of the trial, and we are the Ace Attorney. Exactly. How's it going, Kev? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I'm stoked to see how this all comes together. I kind of had a suspicion that Eenie Miney and Morgan were conspiring. I haven't quite pieced together how they're conspiring, but I think we're gonna figure that out during the trial, because we've pretty much figured everything else out for the most part. And I think I'm just gonna, I think the context of the trial will help kind of put these last few pieces together. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Let me grab my water real quick. Nick? Also, you haven't showed screen yet. Oh, fuck, you're right. Wait a second, what's going on here? Why isn't it game capturing? There we go. Okay. Smooth start, as always. Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me. Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is.
I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Oh, and my captions. Oh my god, I'm a fucking mess today. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning!
What's good, Pearly?
The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Hey, morning, Pearly.
You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother's coming today to show her support.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
You think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today? Show her support, yeah, for sure.
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
But Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
She's so funny. Whew. Thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Oh, he's looking out for Pearl. Honestly, that's definitely for the best. She don't need to see this. What do you mean? What's going on? About to get ugly. June 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
Even if she don't, by the end, she'll hear what happened. True. Yeah, she's gonna find out one way or another, but... yeah. That's a mess. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix writes, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
The world!
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Also, that's the first time that they've acknowledged seeing Mia, so that definitely helps. That they did, in fact, notice the transformation. They were just undeterred.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key is the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
All right, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder, the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. I mean, I can imagine it's a lot of complex emotions for her right now. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean by in a manner of speaking? Ugh!
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
The spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is.
Yes, that is...
Phew, be quiet. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order, order, order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshot... I got my voices mixed up there. After we heard the gunshots, the two broke the door. Those two broke the door and entered the... Fuck me. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is very smart and a very sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. But we gotta. So we will. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke open and entered the chambers. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Lol. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. How rude. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fey?
I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oops, I gotta press. Let's see. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Time to save. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue.
A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Okay. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I am afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this. However...
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya. So you were covering for the defendants? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade, Mystic Maya, had done something very unexpected. What? You walked into the room and saw the body. The fuck is she talking about?
Something unexpected. What, pray tell, did she... Oh!
The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know this unexpected thing was, there's always later.
Yes, very well.
Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted away from me herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you were physically larger and stronger than the defendants. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember, at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ah.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. Then how did you find her? If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
Oh, that's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back to bite us in the butt. God. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where does the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, yes. That is exactly the...
Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone.
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. This is where we're gonna get to poke some holes in this. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie Miney. I'm like researching like parapsychology and stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake. Alright. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Meenie Miney. She was a nurse at the Dr. Gray clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimonies, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident.
I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Kind of have to wonder if she really was drugged or if it was just stress after the incident happening. Yeah, for sure. I remember they mentioned that like they thought the incident may have malpractice incident may have happened because of overwork. So there's definitely basis for that.
Yes. Sir, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there's no room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish trouble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
So snarky. After the murder.
Like, when the channeling was started, I was like sleeping in the side room.
Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I like think there were sesame seeds like in the lunch they served that day. I had this like premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like a little later, someone came into the room like really suddenly.
Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think.
That's really funny because I was about to make a joke. It's about 11 o'clock. 11 a.m.
Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for like food.
No. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. Wait, was that reading my... No, it's 11. It's like 11:30ish. I was gonna say, was that reading my computer's clock? I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room?
Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like you should have been more like clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay.
That would have been crazy, especially for GBA if it could do that right. That would have been mind-blowing. Like it just hits me with,
I think it's 11:35,
and I'm like, I do like when games do that. They fuck with you like that by reading your system files. I also don't like it because I don't like programs reading my system files. That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
witness about this person who entered the side room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess.
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright,
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way.
You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness who immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? I should save. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No, like there wasn't any reason for me to like think anything was strange.
But... Oh,
Don't keep badgering her.
you know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
I think it is. Oh fuck, no. God damn it. Wait, is it really that important? Let me ask you, is it really that important for you to ask? Wait, now I want to see where this goes. What the fuck?
Of course it's very important.
Well, I don't think it's that important at all. Yow!
Stop spewing such nonsensical things then.
Yeah. You got real sassy there for a sec. Now let's pick what I meant to pick. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked like totally normal.
So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance?
Like, yeah, nothing was like weird.
I think I know what evidence to present there. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. Yeah, same. I think we got to present the outfit because there was definitely something wrong with it. It was bloody and had holes in it. That's impossible.
Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on?
Okay, I think I'm I don't want to jump the gun. Let me press on this and then we'll go back to that and present the evidence. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just like tell you about it? Did you like forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time?
Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. That was no accident.
Okay. So it's just this again.
I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person.
Where's the spooky tone? This is the exact same. Yeah.
It's only fair, isn't it? Ooh, Eenie. Ooh.
How's that?
Like, how was that?
It was a little scary.
Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it.
It was the oohs at the end that really got him. I know there has to be something I can use, but where? All right, I got this. Yep, we know where. I just wanted to make sure we got everything. Right. Here we go. Totally normal. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Innie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order, order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking. Don't interrupt me.
That's...
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. The way he just like totally dismissed Maya. That's crazy, dude. Not Maya, Mia. It's not like she's been right every single time ever.
Like, I'm sorry. I, like, didn't mean to snap.
Now hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. After the murder, part 2.
Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended in, right? And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
Never.
All right, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know?
Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Objection!
Don't push your subjective opinions on this court.
Like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's?
You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay.
Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here.
So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended in, right?
You didn't see the blood?
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that.
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at that time?
Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better.
I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready.
And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean?
When? When you... Huh. I'm thinking when you were going to the crime scene or arrived at. I don't think it's gonna be the side room. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Annie's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. Can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial, I know. We have to give it another shot. Try the other two options. Yeah, for sure. Oh, nice. It didn't even penalize me. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go back. I feel like it's gonna be faster than going through the... cycling through all the speech to get here. Alright, so we said arrived. This was the other one I had a feeling about. I should have gone with my gut, because that was the first one I was thinking. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Okay, so I guess this is maybe going to be our chance to press about the side room after all. Okay, yeah. Oh, shit.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
It's very important. Oh, you got it? All right. Because I'm thinking it has to do with the incinerator. That's why my gut immediately said to when they were traveling. But then I kind of thought too much about it and I was like, oh, maybe she saw Morgan passed out. But let's see where this goes. I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. It's okay, Phoenix. Me and Kev got you.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. All right, let's start with pressing. Try to remember that time. Oh, I remember. I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Don't worry, we got this, Phoenix. All right. Yeah, so... All right, so let's do this. Present. Oh, wait, it's Pearl. Do we present the ball, urn, or her profile, though? She said she didn't see anyone, so I feel like the profile, probably the vase. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see. If I had to guess, yeah, let's try the vase. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Urn? There are cracks, do you see them? So? What does that prove?
Objection!
Who cares about some worn out old urn? Yeah. I already, said I didn't see, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, totally say anything about, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could have not seen this person. Okay, now it's profile time, for sure. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh.
And she just happened to break this urn.
Oh. Oh!
But wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. No! And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. Why does she treat her hat like a pizza dough? She hungry, she said earlier. No, I'm playing. Oh, I missed that one. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. No, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No shot. No shot. Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
And it's in the testimony, right? Shit. I think it was the testimony, right? We just heard it. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statements.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that like have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Nice. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Oh, nice. She turned into a fucking ghost there.
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Oh, God. I'm thinking they were in... Yeah, the clothing thing. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now's the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
They were in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. It's all coming together.
Order, order, order! That's... why is... Oh!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Back here. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen? No.
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
Damn. That pizza dough does not pass the window pane test.
Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying...
Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry?
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Hell yes. Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
That tiny little box? No person could fit in that.
They're falling together. Exactly, exactly. I love it when a plan comes together. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding it from me in it.
Objection!
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Absolutely. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Okay. I think it's the box again, but I could also see it being the costume or the screen. Because it's the bullet holes lining up, obviously. This is a good time to save, actually. Ah, shit. Oh, well. I'm gonna present this. It says in here, it mentions the bullet hole, so I'm gonna go with this. Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen, it had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what has happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Can we just talk about how close Eenie Miney came to dying in this plot? Like, she got so close to getting shot. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Like, just imagine she got shot while hiding in the box. This case would look very different.
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Anything for revenge, yeah. Yeah, for real. Miss Eenie Miney. That's why you can't let that shit consume you. It will ruin you. I know this is just a story, but yeah. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my clients.
No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moves the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
Correct. I'm gonna save just to be safe. But you're correct. It's not. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Yow!
Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Well, wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Let's go.
This person.
If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have gotten the box to use.
Morgan Fay?
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
This motherfucker gets charmed by every silver fox that takes the stand, I swear to God. What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Legit true, yeah. The man's just lonely, I get it. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Here it comes. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. I think it's over. Me too, me too. That's pretty quick. Maybe we'll start the next case. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And this is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Damn. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray. And
after that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind the murder.
Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of the Von Karma bloodline would lose to do something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is?
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with the medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason could she have to do such foolish things?
Oh, you think motive's the issue? Oh, sweetheart. We got motive for days. Eh? Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Does she know? I don't think she knows. Because let's be real, she would not be cocky like this if she knew, I don't think. Oh.
And the one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Damn. This is a real thinker. I don't know. I'm a little stumped on this one.
Ah, just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright.
That's great. Now even she is calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proved that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge,
Oh, here comes the first ad break. Or second ad break. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you in a little bit.
if I like wanted revenge, then I like wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airheaded persona. However, you see, ouch!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. This is the end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with his plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
Oh, what happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, like, it's just as I like told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Was that the wrong piece of evidence? Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Oh God, here it is. Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
You got it. Can I? Can I really do this? I mean, I don't think I have a choice here. Let's save just to be certain. I think I have to. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Hey! Yvonne Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Right. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way.
Damn.
No way.
Very well.
You got it. I haven't quite pieced it together yet. I'm honestly. Let's see. This court will take a 5-minute recess.
We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec.
Well then, I guess there's a little bit more to this than I thought. Save. All right, but we made it through that. That was actually a pretty clean run too. We didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. Think of a reason as to why she had to. Let's see. The only thing that I could kind of think of in this, why she had to in this way. Right. Because I don't think she cares about the Branch family. That gives Morgan Fay motive to help, but the only thing I can really think of is that perhaps she was in some way responsible for the malpractice and is trying to cover it up, or she's the one who got her sister killed. Let's see, June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Innie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt?
Everything is going to be just as I predicted, Mr.
Everything is going to be just as I... Oh,
one more time.
everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's fun karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
June 22nd, 12:10, District Court, courtroom number 2. Slightly unrelated, but I'm curious. Out of all the games you've streamed, which one have you enjoyed streaming the most? This game is definitely up there. That's a tough question. You know, I think it's hard to say because I think the game has less to do with it rather than like the community and what like y'all are enjoying. Because when y'all are having fun as I'm playing the game and we're kind of interacting and getting a rapport going, that's usually when I'm having the most fun. So it was probably at some point in the Yakuza series or this series of games is probably would probably be my favorite, just because chat gets really active for these games and that's always fun for me. Yeah, as far as like pure gameplay, I would say Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii was the one that I started playing offline, doing some like grinding and stuff. So that's probably that's the only game that I've been like, oh, I can't wait to get back into this. I'm gonna play it right now. That and Power Wash Simulator. I've been playing a hell of a lot of Power Wash Simulator offline.
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Boy. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Oh, the other thing I could think of is that Eeny Miny is actually Mimi Miny, but I'm not sure how to prove that.
Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Let's see.
That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat.
Huh.
I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ugh!
Those family rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle.
That was, like, last year in May.
Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th.
2 accidents back to back. Do you just assume it's a coincidence?
My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why. Duh.
Huh.
Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then.
That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of the mistake?
Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up.
Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
Okay.
Such incidents has nothing to do with the murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis.
This is the sore spot.
And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired when she was driving.
She was totally tired? You mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation.
It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? Let's hit that sweet, sweet save button. And let's press her harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True, true.
But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license.
That's not true.
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway.
Okay, well, there's something we can press on because we have her license.
I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat.
Wait. The accident happened at night, correct?
Yeah, like it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired as this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt and it was like a sea of flames around me.
And your sister? What happened to her?
I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. I like opened the door and like got away. I like didn't have, oh, whoops.
Please tell us about your escape in more detail.
I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like, I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore.
Well, it's all right. No need to push yourself.
I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like that would probably be the most accurate, you know?
Huh. If it's that article, then I've already got it. Let me check that article. And tired, sleep. Then there was a crash. Woke up, you see flames, half asleep. I'm gonna press on this and then we're gonna present the license. And that's why you were in the passenger seat.
Like, yeah. I was like at my college's research lab till like really late. So my sis was like giving me a ride home.
I see.
Phoenix,
Yes?
you can't do this. You're being too easy on her.
There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in her testimony.
Yes. So let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this.
I got you. I know the move.
Objection!
You thought you were so crafty. Surprise. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for that for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Haughty, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know who he was?
Ouch, no one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like last November.
What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What in the?
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Yow! I and my VIP will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm like glad you get it, but like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would have like let me drive. Yo! Don't just stand there yourself. Ah, you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops. Like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too.
I see, a bright red sports car. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars. Sec. Check something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna glean from this. So, what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit?
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is?
Well, this lawyer never had a permit.
Wah! Ignorance is to be vipped.
Goddamn. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So, like, may I continue? My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them.
She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at like the drop of a rain. And like, she would notice if someone like touched the car door with dirty hands.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Kinda press. Why did she take such special care of her car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car.
Like, you wouldn't want to like get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, all right?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car.
It was a new car?
Yeah. She had like just gotten it. It was like from the UK.
The UK. Were those her boyfriend's initials?
Yeah. They sure were, bud.
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor,
Yes?
please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about being a special import car?
Yes,
Well, if you like cars that much, then...
that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England.
Huh. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Fuck it, we ball. So yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
Like, huh?
They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. That's definitely significant. That's why it being British matters. Okay, so she was on the right side. So Miney was on wait. But Miney got out of the right side of the car, right? Which would not be correct if it was a British car. Okay. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one.
Like, huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it?
What do you know? That sleek shape, the way it starts, the raw feeling, man.
Oh, she's totally Mimi, isn't she? Ugh, forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Should be noted, I'm not sure how much this was changed for English, but in Japan they drive on the right. I think India drives on the right too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they do. Wait. It might vary in India, depending on the vehicle. But I think so. When I was there, we were in a bus, and I think the driver sat on the right side. And then I do know Japan is the same. America's the weird one. The US is definitely the weird one here. It's also actually, interestingly, it's statistically safer to do it the way that most of the world does it compared to how the States do it. So yeah, no, it is interesting. Let's see here.
She would say things like, "No way am I letting my noob drive my car."
Okay, we'll press on these, and then I think I'm gonna challenge with some evidence on that. I gotta figure out where, but was your sister good at driving?
She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be the racing queen of the nursing world. Lol.
Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. Okay. Well, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat then. And that was when the accident occurred, correct?
Yeah. I immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There's something, yeah.
It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sounding testimony. But we have to attack it. By doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to.
Do you really think so? Oh, we already found it.
Believe. There's a path. I know it.
Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Let's see. I was really close to getting my license. Okay, and then let me check this again. The right door. Okay. This is it.
Objection!
Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. We got her now.
Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni says the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney.
Hey, cheers. Stay hydrated, folks. That is what Eni said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions.
Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder.
If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Both? I gotta say, I think the right answer is Eni, but I think both. Because I think they're the same person. I'm going with Eni. And the answer is Eni Miney, of course.
Well, why would you say that?
Miss Eni Miney just said so herself in her testimony. Oh, this is random, but... Excuse me. Driving in India? Motherfuckers got their horns on a joystick. They use that shit so much. It's wild. Like, they literally will just hold it down and it goes... for them. Oh, man. Yeah, it's awesome. They are more proactive with that shit than New Yorkers. India's so cool. I do feel lucky I got to go, but it was part of like a missions trip back when I was like really religious and in the church, and I always felt kind of weird about it because like I went with the intent of like doing a lot of good, but it ended up being a lot more of a tourism thing, and I kind of felt weird about that. But we did do some good stuff, like we got to feed some people who otherwise probably wouldn't get to eat and things like that. But it was one of those moments where I'm like, we spent a lot of money to come here and do this and get like photo ops when we could have just done this in our own neighborhood. Yeah. So like, I'm certainly glad for the good that I got to do, but it definitely changed my personal philosophy on how like aid should be treated outside of your own community. I think that appointing and empowering people from those communities and giving them the resources to do it is probably the best way. But that's a whole philosophical thing. But yeah, it was a cool trip and I definitely don't regret it. But yeah, it influenced a lot of my thinking on a lot of things. Opened my eyes to a lot, you know? She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Yeah!
I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eni Miney had not yet received her driver's license.
And that is why the accident happened.
Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
The real truth?
Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say?
All right, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Okay. Let's go with Mimi. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said the witness, Miss Eni Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
The next
Question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of ridiculous, idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
Is it Eni or Meanie? Where's Mo? Tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z to find out. I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Nope. Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney. That is your real name.
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance?
Could have lost half your health. Jeez. Oh, Lamau. I didn't even clock that. I was so confident. I didn't even look at that. I was just like, nope, we know. Oh, man. That would have been funny if I hit the wrong answer. The witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So, for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave her doctors at the time. Let's go. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Damn.
Then, the bodies they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Damn. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Damn. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Damn.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean by
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. That's why she had to do it. It makes sense now. However, that would not have been possible because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. That makes so much sense. It's wild that almost right from the jump, I was like, I think she's Mimi Miney. I did not connect that until just now, though. And the fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So the witness had to stop that from happening at all costs.
And that's why she had to kill the Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
Damn. Oh. Well, Miss Eenie. I mean, Miss Von Karma. Eek!
Why'd you say my name just now?
Looks like I've been unmasked. Oh wait, no, that's probably Mimi.
Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself and become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted the old self to disappear because of this. Oh, shit. Oh, because of the malpractice, right? Hopefully.
That's about some malpractice incidents.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo? Low-key, she had a good motivation for it. Yeah, I mean... She's not a good person for doing this, but I understand. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, I don't condone it, but I definitely understand.
Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world.
I always love, like, a villain like this that's relatable. I know a lot of people tend to misconstrue them and, like, take it in weird directions from the fan standpoint, but I really appreciate a good complicated villain, you know, where it's hard to, like, just unilaterally be like, no, fuck you, you're a bad person. Because I think in reality, you know, a lot of times evil is kind of banal. It's things like this that motivate people to do evil. And I feel like that's a lot more realistic and therefore better writing, in my opinion.
Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it?
We are done. I think so.
Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey.
This is preposterous.
That was not a German accent at all there.
I am perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma.
I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
Damn. She's crashing the fuck out. It was more for good measure.
Oh.
Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix.
Okay, he asked for it, to be honest. Yeah, he definitely.
This court is a fraud, a sham.
I think he started to like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness.
Damn.
So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict.
Let's go. Oh man. I think Von Karma is definitely my favorite rival, other than Edgeworth, of course. Franziska, like, she wasn't like vile as much as her dad was, but she was still a very frustrating rival, and that made it like very rewarding to beat her. Definitely one of my favorites so far.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Let's see how she handles cases 3 and 4. Yeah, there's definitely still time for her to become more villainous.
Congratulations, Maya. Sis.
Aw, how sweet.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. That's so sweet.
There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had planned it down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out on another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again.
Let me hit that save.
Huh? I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me.
Wait for Ace Attorney 3 when she murders someone again.
Honestly, I feel like it's gonna have to be a tradition for every Ace Attorney, right? Murderous Maya. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt and Wynn did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with the plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be?
Nick, please, I need an answer.
The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Oh, God. Huh. It's simple. Come on now.
Oh, I gotta present Pearl, right? Really?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Korean village. I always forget about the profiles. I still haven't gotten that like ingrained into me that that's an option. And that person will be you, Maya.
And...
But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. What would happen then?
The Branch family? My aunt?
No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's.
Ah!
Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did I say something just now? I think that she was saying, thought so. Sad, poor Maya. And poor Pearl, caught in the middle of all of this, and she has no idea. Date and time unknown. Detention Center, solitary confinement, cell 13.
My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be Master of Korain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come.
Damn. That was a great episode. Chills. Yeah, she creepy as hell. Brand new episode has been added. Excellent. Yeah. Thoughts on episode 2? I would say that was a really strong episode. I would say that that's probably my favorite episode so far, other than Rise from the Ashes. So that's probably a solid number 2. We getting a little teaser for the next one. Ooh, cool character design. The world's greatest magician. One. The only. The Maximilian Galactica. Oh shit, he's hot. Whoa. Damn, that'd be an amazing effect if someone pulled that off for real. Levitation and then a disappearance mid-air. That'd be sick. Hey, Pearl! I won't be here for case 3. I don't like it much, but case 4, I will be here. Alrighty, sounds good. It sounds good. Always a pleasure to have you hanging around. And we will definitely see you for case 4. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, Pearl is part of the main cast now. That's great. She is adorable. So I am always happy to see some more. All that said, I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope you had some fun. I hope you continue to have a fantastic Friday. And I will see you next time. And until then, peace.
On like this, I've been waiting for a chance to find my bliss. I missed every opportunity that came my way. What can I say? I'm just holding on for the day, not getting paid. My girl loves me, feeling like a fae. I don't know where I'll be. A day, a week, a year from now. Will I still be alive, or will I rest in peace in the ground? Hear the sound of my own conclusion, ringing in my ears like it's my solution. If I ever take my life, charge my brain with collusion. Never stood a chance of taking shots at illusions. So what's the point of it all? Build myself a tower, let the world watch me fall. Is that the point of it all? Build myself a tower, let the world watch me fall. I've been running around and these circles got me tired. Set my life on fire, watch the flames getting higher. What's there left to do when I make it to the top? What's there left to do? Well, the only choice is drop, 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 drop. What's there left to do? Well, the only choice is drop. Sure don't know where I'm going. Keep looking for a win, but agony keeps on flowing. All the pressure to fit in has got me losing sleep. Folks don't care about your pain, just the success you reap. I've been running around and these circles got me tired. Set my life on fire, watch the flames getting higher. What's there left to do when you make it to the top? What's there left to do? Well, the only choice is drop, 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 drop. I've been running around and these circles got me tired. Set my life on fire, watch the flames getting higher. What's there left to do when I make it to the top? What's there left to do? Well, the only choice is drop. What's there left to do? Well, the only choice is drop. I've been running around and these circles got me tired. Set my life on fire, watch the flames getting higher. What's there left to do when I make it to the top? What's there left to do? Well, the